Hey guys, Melissa here with LovableLoopz.com. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to crochet this snowman applique. You're going to need an E 3.5 millimeter crochet hook, a pair of scissors, tapestry needle, and worsted weight yarn in white, black, a brown, orange, and then a color for the scarf. I use green for my snowman. Okay, we're going to begin by making the head. Go ahead and take your white yarn, make a magic ring, chain 2, and you're going to make 10 double crochet. Okay, go ahead and double check to make sure you have 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. You're going to join with the slip stitch to the top of that first double crochet. You can pull that magic ring closed. Okay, now for round 2, you're going to chain 2, and you're going to make 2 double crochet in each stitch. Your first 2 double crochet do go into that stitch that you joined to, okay? That will always be the case. So you will always make your first stitch in that same stitch that you joined to. So we're making 2 double crochet in each stitch all the way around. Okay, make sure you have 22, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Go ahead and join. Okay. Now for round 3, you're going to chain 2. You'll make 2 double crochet in that first stitch, and then you'll double crochet once in the next stitch. And that will be your pattern all the way around. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. So I have 2 here. 1 double crochet in this next stitch. And 2 double crochet. And then 1 double crochet in the next stitch. And just repeat that all the way around. Okay, go ahead and join. Okay, we are done with our white yarn, so go ahead and cut that. You'll just have to weave in those ends. Now go ahead and grab the color that you are going to use for the scarf. I am using green. What we are going to do is we are going to join our yarn, chain 2, you can pull those ends tight, and you are going to double crochet in 9, and your first double crochet, it once again goes into that stitch that you joined to. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, now we are going to make the part of the scarf that hangs down. So from here, you want to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you are going to double crochet in your 3rd chain from your hook. And then in each remaining chain. 2, 3, 4, and then you're going to join to the scarf with a slip stitch around that last double crochet. Okay, now here's a tip. When you sew the head onto the body, you're going to be sewing it on through the scarf, so you're going to want to use green yarn or whatever color you use for your scarf. So when you fasten off, leave a long tail. That way you have plenty of yarn to sew that on later, okay? All right, now we are going to go ahead and make the body. So once again, you're going to need your white yarn. Okay, and make a magic ring. Chain 2, and you're going to make 10 double crochet. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10. All right, go ahead and join. Okay, for round 2, chain 2, and you're going to make 2 double crochet in each stitch. And again, your first 2 double crochet go in that same stitch that you joined to. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Go ahead and join. Okay. For round 3, you're going to chain 2. And now you're going to make 2 double crochet in your first stitch, and then you're going to double crochet once in the next stitch. And just like with the head, that's going to be our pattern all the way around. 2, 1, 2, 1. You can see 2, 1, 2, 1. Go ahead and join. Round 3 is complete. Now for round 4, chain 2. You're going to make 2 double crochet in that first stitch. And then in the next 2 stitches, you're going to make 1 double crochet. So 1 and 1. So your pattern all the way around is 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1. Okay. So 2, and then 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, and then I go back to 2. Okay, go ahead and join. We have one more round for our snowman body. Chain 2. For round 5, your pattern is 2 double crochet in your first stitch. 1, 2. Oops. And then you're going to double crochet once in the next 3 stitches. Let me make sure. Sometimes I start daydreaming while I'm crocheting and then I lose track. Here, we're good. Okay. All right, go ahead and join, and you can fasten off. You are now done with the snowman's body. All right, and just a tip, when I'm making stuff like this, like an applique, you want it to be nice and neat and flat. So what I would do, and I'm not going to do it in the tutorial, but what I would do is just take my iron, and I think I have it set on the hottest. I don't know, I iron my husband's work shirts, and whatever setting it's on for that, I just leave it. So, but what I do is I use a cloth napkin, because you want some fabric between your crochet and the iron, so you don't want to put your iron directly on your crochet piece. But I'll put a napkin down over it, and then I'll just press each side one time, and then usually that gets it nice and flat like this one is here. Okay, now I'm not going to show you guys how to sew the pieces together because that's pretty self-explanatory, but what you will do is you'll use that green yarn tail to sew the top, the head onto the body, and you're going to do that through the scarf. So the scarf is going to overlap the body. You'll see from the back here. So the head, they don't really get sewn together. It's really just the scarf gets attached to the body part. Okay, so you can go ahead and do that. And now I'm going to show you how to make the hat. Okay, so for the hat, you're going to need your black yarn, and I'm going to apologize in advance. The black and the really dark colors tend to be harder to see on camera. So if this was a bigger project, I would probably use a different color, but the hat's not too big, so it won't be too hard to follow. Okay, for your hat, you're going to go ahead and chain 12. Okay, and then you're going to half double crochet in the third chain from your hook and in each remaining chain. That is going to leave you with 10 half double crochet. Okay, so we just made the brim of the hat. Now we need to scoot our yarn over so that we can start the top portion of the hat. And we're going to do that by making slip stitches. So go ahead and turn. I'm not chaining at all. Go ahead and turn, and you're going to slip stitch in that first stitch. The first one's pretty hard. Okay, here we go. And then you're going to slip stitch in the next stitch, that second stitch. And now we want to start working in the third stitch, but to get there we have to slip stitch, okay? So slip stitch to that third stitch. So we slip stitch in 3 stitches. We're skipping over the first 2 and we're going to start our work in the third. So from here, chain 2, and you're going to make 6 half double crochet. Or you're going to half double crochet in 6 stitches. So the first one will go to that third stitch that you slip stitched in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay, and then you'll have 2 stitches left on the end, and those first 2 that we skipped over and the 2 left on the end will form the brim of the hat. Chain 2, and then for row 3 you're going to make 1 half double crochet in each stitch. Okay, and then for row 4, chain 2, and once again 1 half double crochet in each stitch. That last one got me there. All right. Okay, and you are done. You can fasten off. Okay. All right. So now you'll just use that yarn tail and sew the hat onto your head. Remember, you've already attached the head to the body. You can do it straight up and down if you want, or you can do it a little bit to the side like I did. It's really completely up to you. Okay, now since we're using our black yarn, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to make the buttons. I'm only going to make one of them just because I'm just to show you how to do it, but you're going to need to make 3 of them, okay? As you can see here. All right, so for the buttons, make a magic ring. Chain 1. I explained this in another tutorial, but when I make half double crochets, so if you make a single crochet, you're going to start by chaining 1, you know, for a new round or a new row. If you do a double crochet, you always start by chaining 2. So I think technically you're supposed to chain 2 for a half double crochet, but I find that when I'm crocheting in the round, I prefer to use 1 double crochet. I just end up liking the look better, but it's entirely up to you. So I'm going to chain 1. If you want to chain 2, go ahead. But either way, we are now going to make 9 half double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then all you need to do is join to the top of that first half double crochet. And you have your button. And you just need to make 3 of those, okay? I'm only making 1 just because I'm just showing you how to do it. And then you would sew your buttons on. Now, here's a tip for you. When I sewed my buttons on, I just naturally thought, oh, well, the first button will go right in the center over that magic ring. But you have to remember that your scarf is taking up a little bit of that top space there. So I would actually recommend moving that button down a bit. That way yours are all evenly spaced out, because mine actually are not very even. There's more space between the bottom 2 buttons. I did these 2 first, and then I had to squeeze that 3rd button in, and I just was not in the mood to move these. So just a tip for you, I would probably move it a little further down, just slightly below the center of that magic ring. Okay, so go ahead and make 3 of those. Now I'm going to show you how to make the arms. So you're going to need your brown yarn, because this is supposed to be twigs, tree branches. And we are still using that same crochet hook. Okay, so take your yarn and you're going to make a slip knot and chain 6. Okay, single crochet in that 2nd chain from the hook, and in each remaining chain, that will leave you with 5 single crochet. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so we just made this part of the branch. Okay, so now I'm going to chain 3. And I'm going to single crochet in the 2nd chain from my hook and in that next chain. So that'll give me 2 single crochet. Okay, I am going to join here back to the main part, and I'm going to do that same thing again. 1, 2, 3, single crochet in that 2nd chain from the hook, and single crochet in that 3rd chain from the hook. Oops. And then you're going to go ahead and join. Sorry, this is back to the main part of the arm. I actually messed that up there. Looks like I did. Let me start that over again. I apologize. Okay, so we made our first branch here. We're going to make the second one now. Let me try this again. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to single crochet in that second chain from my hook and in that third chain from my hook. There we go. And then just join back to the main branch with a slip stitch, okay? And make 2 of those. And as you can see, then you just have to weave in your ends. If you have a little gap there like that, you can easily fix that by running this yarn through there, and then you can weave it back and forth all the way down and use this yarn end to attach to your snowman. And you can see, you can look at the photo of the snowman for the positions of the arms. Okay, so we have done the head, the body, the buttons, the scarf, the arms, the hat. So the only thing left now is the nose and the 2 eyes. And I'll quickly show you how I did the eyes. This is actually really simple. You're just going to need a piece of black yarn and your tapestry needle. And you're really just going to sew 2 little lines onto the head. And you want to make sure that they're even, okay? So I think the rounds are a good place to put like the top and the bottom. That way you know for sure they're going to be the same on both sides. So one eye is made. And then you just do the same thing on the other side. You can make them as big or as little as you want. Okay, there you go. You have 2 eyeballs. Okay, so that's simple enough. Now we'll make the nose. So the nose is supposed to be a carrot, so you're going to want some shade of orange. Okay, go ahead and make a slip knot, and you're going to chain 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then go ahead and single crochet in the second chain from the hook, and then in each remaining chain that will leave you with 4 single crochet. 3, 4. Okay, chain 1 and turn, and then single crochet once in each stitch. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, chain 1 and turn. For row 3, you're going to single crochet once in that first stitch. Then you're going to single crochet 2 together, making a decrease, so turning those 2 into 1, and then single crochet once in that last stitch. Okay, chain 1 and turn. Then you're going to single crochet once in each of those 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, turn. And for row 5, you are going to single crochet those 3 stitches together. There you go. You have your nose. Fasten off. Make sure you leave a long enough tail to sew the nose onto your snowman. And then you'll just sew it right onto the head. I think I flipped mine over so that the point went up a bit like that. Okay, right there, below the eyes, above the scarf. All right, I hope you guys found this tutorial helpful. I also have tutorials and the written patterns for all 3 of these appliques that I made this week. I have my reindeer, my snowman, and my Christmas tree. So I've already made the video tutorials for these 2. So this was the last one. So these I will link to below. I will also link to the written pattern for the snowman, and if you just go to my patterns page on my website, you'll find all my other patterns there. I hope you liked this tutorial. Please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so that you receive notifications every time I upload a new crochet tutorial. All right, thank you.